I'm conducting business in the counting houses with Herbert Pocket. In the exchanges, I am becoming the more well-known of the two of us, and I have found I have an affinity for brokerage and ship insurance.
I am learning to weigh and measure and count and assign. I help judge the fitness of ships to sail, a difficult task made easier by all the time I used to spend at my bedroom window.
What on earth was he doing at his bedroom window?
Where I used to gaze out over the Thames and watch and record all the ships that came and went to serve our mighty empire.
Oh, how he loves the empire.
I used to write down the names of the ships and their size and seaworthiness. I see the same names on the inventories. Mr. Jaggers is quite astonished at my knowledge of Thames traffic, so perhaps all those years were not wasted after all. But now, Miss Havisham, to a more sombre matter. It is something that weighs heavily on my heart. In fact, a weight beyond measure. I heard from Mr. Jaggers' assistant, Mr. Wemmick, that...
Go on.
I heard from Mr. Jaggers' assistant, Mr. Wemmick, that Estella is very soon due to be married.
There was no point troubling you with it until it had all been confirmed.
Married to a very respectable gentleman.
And so he is. The gentleman is indeed very respectable. What's the matter? Haven't you always said you wanted nothing more than a wealthy gentleman to come along and take you off to Cairo or somewhere?
Am I allowed to know who this very respectable gentleman is? Or do I meet him first at the altar?
Do you know, your generation are so supremely ungrateful. I deliver a man dripping in gold and nutmeg.
Nutmeg?
Yes, he made half his money from nutmeg.
I hate nutmeg.
And now I have all the bona fides and the financial confirmations as to the state of his company affairs. The wedding can take place.
How dare you presume?
I need to remind you. If it weren't for me pulling you up from the running gutters of Lewisham, you would be selling your pretty ass for 2 shillings a time, 5 times a night. As it is, you will sell yourself just the once for an income of £200 a year. You will travel to London and you will smell the money and the nutmeg and you will tarry just long enough to try on your wedding dress. I do this, I do all of this to ensure that you wear your wedding dress for just one day. And I shall be buried in mine. Girls of your birth really don't have choices.